Hey everybody. All right, we should be live. We should be back with a close-up. We should have power now. Sorry about all that. So, first off, I am going to try to do something that you guys can hear so you can tell me real quick whether we've got the sound in sync, because I feel like we got that problem figured out. Hi, let's give her a little synced nose boop. Oh, I can't. Oh, she's turning boop. Okay, well, that wasn't synced or on camera. How about if I just snap my fingers for you instead? Right here. All right, you can tell me if that seemed like it kind of lined up or not. All right, let's see some kittens one way or the other. They were all being cute and awake when I tried to start the close-up the first time, but then if you were watching, our power went out. And I had to quit real quick and come back to it. And there's some good reasons for that. I mean, there's good reasons that I had to quit because and then come back, but well, okay, it was, okay, let me check a couple things real quick. We're going to check settings. Hang on. We're going to just do this live. Let's just do it live. All right, the settings are the way they should be. And I am going to reboot the camera because that's what has been fixing it for me in every test I did. So let's do that. Give me 1 second. Now, if the sound is still significantly off, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it until I get another chance to start testing this stuff. So, sorry about that. So, what can I tell you about the kittens and everything that's been going on today? Let's see. First off, as you know, I've had a very busy day because there's that URI that's been going around to all the cats and kittens at the Kitten Academy. We tried to sort of keep it isolated, but that didn't work out so well. So, so pretty much everybody's gotten it. I even think that Flower has gotten it. I don't know if her kittens have gotten it, but hopefully if they have, they just don't really show any signs. Corn was sneezing a couple times yesterday. Just hopefully it stays not too serious. That's the important thing. And it hasn't been too serious for anybody, but Smokey is hit a little hard because she's 21 years old, so that's exactly what you would expect. In people years, she's like infinity years old. And then Mac and Cav, actually, Mac and Macadamia and Caviar each had some weepy eyes and nose this morning. So they're feeling a little bit worse. And who knows, the others may also get to that point and they just may be ahead of the curve. But my point is, it's just a cold, and it's just hitting some of them a little bit worse than the others as far as the cold goes. And so I went to see our vet, Dr. Katz. She's awesome. I actually have been talking to her for the last couple days by email about what to do. And then this morning when I was like, Mac and Cav are looking a bit snotty, she's like, well, stop by, pick up some antibiotics, and if you can, bring Mac or Cav so I can have a look and see how snotty they are. And it's so sweet of her to do that at the very last minute like that. So I did. I hopped in the car, I drove out with Mac and Cav. She had a quick look at them, and she gave us some antibiotics, and she gave us a little bit of eye medicine, and we're doing that, plus we're doing lysine, and we're doing Fortiflora, and we're doing some Serenia here and there, and the antibiotics, like I said, and the eye stuff, and everybody's getting the very best care, so that's important. So there we are. Oh, I saw Deborah says nebulizer. Yeah, that's another thing that the vet, Dr. Katz, said we should also take them for steam treatments in the spa. So we will be doing all of that. It's really not even that bad. We've had much, much worse URIs at the academy than this, and fingers crossed it stays that way. So My point being, of course, that I've been very busy today medicating everybody and driving back and forth to the vet and checking up on things. And also, then, in probably completely unrelated news, little Millet and Rye here in this room, they're gaining weight at a rate that I think normally I'd be like, well, it's not as much as we want, but it's okay. But because there's the URI going around, I don't want them to be, on the low end of gains and then also catch a URI on top of it. So in an abundance of caution, I started tube feeding, supplemental tube feeding for Millet and Rye this afternoon. So let me see who's who while we're talking, because I've been showing you the kittens, but I haven't been saying who is whom as I'm trying to talk. So this is clearly corn. I can tell by the eyes that are half open. Let's get a little look there. You see how they're half open? Let's get some light in them, and then you can really see. There you go. See that little glimmer of light reflecting off of the actual eye? Yes, that's corn. Hi, corny corn. Here, why don't you come out here and we can really have a look. I know you don't want to. Oh, it's all shadows. Everything in this room is shadows. I need to get some better light over here. There we go. I hear you, corn. Well, it's scary when you can see me, isn't it? Makes it twice as scary. Yeah. So that's corn. He's doing great as far as weight goes, but I do think that thing right in the middle of his yelling was sort of a sneeze or cough. So he's got a tiny bit of something going on, but clearly not bad at all. He's gaining lots of weight. This is Rye. Rye's weight gains have been a little bit short today, so we gave Rye the supplemental food today. So he got some tube feeding on top of all of his regular eating. And he, like I said, he wasn't even that far behind, but I just don't want him to get the URI on top of being a little behind, and that would really be a setback. So that's our boy, little Rye. Okay, Rye. Here we go. So he got the tube feeding today, and he did very well. They both did great on the tube feeding. Speaking of both, here's Millet. Millet's the other one that was a little behind and got the tube feeding. Here we go. Hi, Millet. And you can see Millet and Rye are also the ones that don't have their eyes open at all yet. So I guess the weight is not the only way that they're just a touch behind. So that's our boy, Millet. I know, buddy. I know. Everybody needs to see you. Plus, this is good for you. All the handling. You're going to learn to love that once you start to associate with having a full belly. And then finally, then that leaves us with Potato, who is the most open eyes today. Hi, Potato. I know. You can really see the world, can't you? And it's looking good. So that's our little boy, Potato. So it's Potato and Corn that have their eyes open. Potato all the way, and Corn just halfway. Corn will probably be all the way tomorrow. There we go. And then Millet and Rye are the ones getting the tube feeding and also don't have their eyes open yet at all. But they can't be far behind. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Like I said, it's really nothing to be too concerned about. We're, being abundantly cautious and trying to make sure that we stay ahead of it as best we can. But so far, knock on wood, everybody's doing great, as great as you can for a URI. And like I mentioned, we've had far worse URIs and everybody was fine. And I keep saying URI, which I know a technical term makes it sound extra scary. It's just a cold. It's just a cold for kitties. So they've just got a cold. No big deal. This is Mom, who's named Flower, by the way. So now you saw all the kittens, all the names. You saw Flower and her name. I guess there's not too much else to show you. Got a little kitten coming around the bend here. Bud? That looks like Rye. Tiny Rye. Oh, sorry, my filming is great. Well, I saw somebody say that Flower looks less anxious. She doesn't strike me as a generally anxious cat. She's just super attentive to her kittens. And I did notice when I was giving her treats earlier, it brought Maggie to the door, and she ran at the door to tell Maggie to back off. She jumped on the door, and I think she's going to be one of those mom cats that does not get along with the faculty because she's so busy trying to take care of her kittens and doesn't want faculty to interfere, which is normal. That's a lot more normal than what we've had with the last two mom cats. So that's probably what we should expect in any case. Oh, all right, fight your way in there, Rye. That's good. You do need to gain some weight. I saw someone asking how to tell corn and potato apart, and I know it can be tricky, especially on the stream where the color's not as good as it is from this camera. These are the two of them right here, actually. And what I can show you is you can tell them apart because potato is going to be a little bit lighter than corn. And trying to get a good angle that really shows you the two of them. Yeah, a little bit lighter and a little bit maybe a touch browner, but it's really tricky to tell them apart on the stream, especially. It's very tricky. So I would totally understand if it's hard for you to tell which one is which. Again, it's potato and corn. I think, of course, I'd have to look at their face to tell you for sure because potato's got his eyes all the way open and corn's only halfway open. Or I can still tell by checking their paws real quick where if you see, here we go, there they are right next to each other. Let's look at their paws up close together. Look. Oh, bring your paw back out here. Come on, buddy. They're like, no, we don't want to play this game. Well, we're crying out loud. I really wanted to show you this difference, but they are not playing along. All right, well, at any rate, just take my word for it that potatoes' paws are still much lighter in color than corn's paws, and that's an easy thing to look at when you're here. Not always visible on the stream, so I can't help you too much there. I will say again, once they're big enough, we'll definitely put some collars on them, and then they'll be much easier for everybody to tell apart on the stream. But what we have here is millet, potato, corn, and rye. And I guess at this angle, it's real easy to see that potato's lighter colored than corn. But I know it's not always that easy. All right, hey, let's push our luck. I've got the macro lens on this camera so we can get really up close to the kittens. But that doesn't mean that we can't take it around and try to look at everybody else real quick. Just might mean that it's hard for me to get shots that are worth anything. So let's do that now that these kids are all up there and nursing with mom. Right? Right, little corn? There you go. Now you can tell it's corn because the eyes are half open, but that's not going to last for long. Such a pretty face, buddy. All right, so we might get a couple little network dropouts as we go around, but probably not when we go to see Myth and Rumor, because they're all within range of the same AP we should be using, so let's give it a try. They've both been locked up all day. Now, Myth normally stays locked up all day because she just likes her room. She doesn't really want to come out. I keep offering to let her come out, and a couple times I've insisted for Myth to come to the bedroom or to the office, and usually her first priority there, even if I'm petting her, she'll put up with the petting for a little while, and then she tries to leave and come back to her room. So she's super sweet in her space, but she does have to feel like she's got her own space, and I think whoever adopts her is going to have a cat that just doesn't need a whole lot of room and just wants to be someplace where she's comfortable and it's familiar to her all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. And then, of course, when she's there, she's super snuggly and purrs a lot. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Let's see if we can get her going. You got some purrs for me today, Myth? Oh, you're going to slide right off that chair. Don't slide down there. Okay, hang on. Oh, looks like we lost the connection for a minute. I'm sure we came right back. I hope we came right back. Assuming that we are back by now, I told everybody in the last close-up that I had this t-shirt that I was really excited about that has Myth on it. And that is now on our Teespring store, and I did tweet out a link to the t-shirt, and it's also a coffee mug and whatever else you want. So it comes in every format. It's really cool, and eventually, we keep dropping out. And by the time I know we've dropped out, let's do this the tough way. I'm just gonna, if we're here, sorry, we're gonna go away for sure. Hang on. Hi, by the way, assuming we're back. I have a suspicion this is a different kind of problem than the one that we normally have. Take a look at something real quick. Oops. Hi, she's right up here rubbing on the camera and purring now. I hope you guys can see that and that we're connected. Indeed it is. Hey everybody, I assume we're back and that things look good, and I was checking something else on my phone because what I was just saying is that we've had network dropouts that are all our fault, and I think I worked really hard to clear those up, and it was really bothering me that our network was just dropping out on us again, even though I put all that work into fixing it. And then I checked and it turns out it wasn't us at all. Our ISP is now losing power. So we've got some issues out here thanks to the like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch of snow that fell, and apparently our utility companies are just completely unprepared for that level of blizzard. That's, by the way, if you are in metric, that's like 6 millimeters that I'm talking about. It's not even that. That's an exaggeration. So, yeah. Anyway, now that we are almost surely back, let me go and we'll see Rumor, okay? Because this one's about to go look at her food bowl, which is empty, and she's going to be very sad. But I'm going to give you food right after we're done with the close-up. Okay. My goodness, what a bunch of technical difficulties we're having on today's close-up. Oh, hey, look who we can see while we're here. Here's our little Smokey. She's out here in her bed in the hall. Hi, Smugster. Yeah, now she's, like I said, she's 21, and the URI has been hitting her a little bit on the hard side. You can hear that she's a little sniffly. But she's feeling pretty good, actually. She's been just as active as ever, just as eating as ever, and just as growling at people that pet her as ever. But we're giving her all the extra meds too. She's getting all of the antibiotics, and she's actually We're giving her an antiviral on top of everything we're giving to everybody else too, just to make sure that we got her covered. So that's her, and here's Ari to say hi. Ari wants to know why Smokey is in his bed instead of this one that's normally hers. Well, I'll tell you what, Ari, she's got the seniority here. She can pick whichever bed she wants. Okay, so that's Smokey having a nap in her bed. Let's go in and see Rumor. Don't stay there, Rumor. Oh, we're not going to be able to film you if you get close to this camera. Yes, because the focal length is too long on this macro lens. All we'll get to see is your little eyes. I know. They're so pretty, though. So Rumor previously has had full run of the entire academy, and she will again today. But she's been locked up because I was gone, and then I was super busy. And also, I see her eyes are a little weepy. We're probably going to start her on the same antibiotics and eye medicine. So, yeah, well, you just tell everybody about how you're feeling then. But like I said, as far as colds for cats go, this one is not as serious as several that we've seen. So I know she's going to be okay in the long run. Big stretch. Oh, big stretch with a little snort. Okay, I know you want to go out right now. Why don't you wait so that I can easily give you dinner and meds, and then you can go out after that, okay? It doesn't really matter if she goes out there while she's sick because everybody else has already got it. I know. Okay, now, Rumor, I got to go out the door and hold this camera and not let you out all at once. That's too much. It's too much. Try to make my life easy, okay? Whoa. Okay, we did it. We did it, Ari. Good job, buddy. Okay, now is when we should get a network dropout that's our fault because we're going to go downstairs and then it should switch and et cetera, and so much technical talk. I'm tired of it. Let's just come down here and see what happens. Hi, so this is Mom, Truffle, and that is Champ. Champ. Hi, Truffle. Hi. Oh, hi. Whoa. Okay. I guess everybody's a little tired, which is good. You guys got to sleep it off. Yeah, you do. Champ's actually been in pretty good shape. Truffle's actually been in pretty good shape. Ari's been in pretty good shape. Saffron has been in pretty good shape. She's over here. Let's go see her. Here's little Saffron. She's been feeling very good. She's actually been kind of social distancing because the last couple nights she's been hanging out with us in the bedroom while all of her brothers and sisters hang out down here with Mom. And not by any choice of ours, just because she wants to be up there. They've had full run of the house the last few nights, and Saffron's choice is to hang out with me. But Saffron's brother's choice seems to be to hang out with Mom. That's brothers plural. So there's Saffron. She's been feeling pretty good. Now Mac here and Cav are both the ones that have been sort of the hardest hit among the kittens. Oh, you're going to see Mac he's got one eye closed because that's his eye that's not feeling good. We know, buddy. And Cav has similar issues. If we can even see his face, he's all curled up there, and I don't want to wake him up. If he's not going to wake up, that's fine with me. There's Caviar. There's Mac, but they're all having a good nap, and they've had all the good meds, and they've had all the good food, so they're good. They're good. All right, well, it is about time for me to serve them dinner, though, so I should probably head out and take care of that. If you guys want to keep watching them sit around and wait for dinner, you can watch that on the regular Kitten Academy live stream all day long. They sit around and wait for dinner. It's what they do best, being cats, and you can watch them do it all day long. Otherwise, I will try to do another close-up tomorrow, assuming that we haven't lost all power and internet entirely by then. Who knows? Could be, could be. Just real quick before we wrap it up, let's push our luck a little and see who might be in the living room or where Maggie and everybody else is at. Oh, there's Maggie. She's right here. Okay, good. We don't even have to go that far. Hi, Maggie. What are you doing? Sitting. Everybody's got their face in the shadows today. It's a very shadowy face day on today's close-up stream. I'm not too happy about all the quality of the light that we're getting. It's all shadows all the time today. Well, we tried. I can have a gold star, an A for effort. And like I said, we'll do it again probably tomorrow. Meanwhile, I got to go feed some cats, and then I got to medicate some cats, and then I'm actually under doctor's orders to video game today instead of being on my knee. You might have heard me exclaim about my knee during yesterday's close-up. It turns out it was actually something. So I've got to sort of take care of that as best I can. I'm pushing my luck by doing all this walking around and squatting and stuff, and got to keep it to a minimum by doctor's orders. So we will keep it to a minimum. It's not that bad either. It's like the URI. It's you know, we got to keep an eye on it, but it's not that bad, so don't worry. Just like the URI, we got to keep it to a minimum, but it's not that bad, so don't worry. Okay, everybody. Okay, really got to go now. See you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us through all the technical problems. Losing power during the first one, losing internet during the second one. Oh, goodness. I tried. We'll do better tomorrow. I promise we'll do better tomorrow. Say goodbye, Eddie. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Eddie.